Thanks, Toby. I'm just trying to say, hi, my name's Leon. I'm an addict. I'm trying to say, yeah, hello everyone. I'm trying to sound a bit joyful and happy today. It's a front though still, but I'm trying. Yeah, I give thanks for being asked to share, Tim. I give thanks to God for this 12-step program. I give thanks, yeah, just to sit here and turn up. And share my experience, strength and hope. My experience is that, okay, I had a 7-year birthday, clean time, about a couple of months ago. Where I haven't smoked crack or heroin or had a drink of alcohol. I haven't used no drugs for 7 years, and it's because of, well, ever since I come to this program, yeah, ever since I come to CA, I haven't used. Since my first meeting. You know what I mean? I felt all right a minute ago, but now I just not really nervous. But yeah, I haven't used since my first meeting, and that's pretty good. I think it's good for the world.
Yeah.
It's good for my family. It's good for everyone. It's good for me. Do you know? I sit here. I've got clean clothes on. I had a bath before I came to share. And not stolen clothes. I paid for them. Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't like that before. You know. I was quickly run back through my life. Right, let me get on that clock. How long have I got?
Wow. About 15 minutes.
15 minutes, right. Yeah, okay.
Maybe 12.
I'm West Indian origin. I grew up in North London, though. Born in North London, in a normal, stable family. You know, I had mum and dad, sisters, no brothers. And, yeah, my life, you know, I went to school. You know, I was provided for, there's food on the table, everything was all right, you know. But from then, from when I was young, I always felt, when I was young, I always wanted to do stuff that I was told not to do. If my mum or dad said, don't do it, I want to do it, yeah? And it's like that. But on the flip side of that, I would also do good stuff, you know. I'd be interested in good stuff as well. I'd like to be part of in school. I had friends, and I was, you know, stamp collections, you know, be interested in stuff, you know, normal stuff. So, you know, there's no balance there. It's like extremes already, but that's how I was, you know. I want to do stuff that I shouldn't do, and I'd do stuff that I should do, and be no in between, just like that. And that's how I was. I was quite a happy kid. And yeah, I was quite happy up until I became a teenager. Went to secondary school, and this is when I think the problems really started. I really sort of felt like I didn't fit in, or didn't know how to fit in, or whatever. It was like a fish out of water in my secondary school, and that. I'd start behaving in ways, negative ways, to try and fit in and have on a mask, and, you know, just, I really wanted to be with the good kids, but I couldn't. Do you know what I mean? I'd just be acting in ways, you know, I thought I could, just do what I like and have things without working for it, you know, like in school. You know, I was good at sports, but I wouldn't want to train. Do you know what I mean? I just thought I had the God-given right to be the best, stuff like that. Do you know? So basically, you know, I was a bit of a mess, you know. I was getting in a lot of trouble at school, and they'd say to me, you know, I'd turn up to school in stolen cars at the age of 14, and you know, and the teacher would say to me, like, "What's wrong with you, Leon? Why are you doing this?" And I just didn't have no answer, you know. I just didn't have no answer, and don't be affected by Leon leaving.
Good advice.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, people would ask me to try and communicate with me and get into me, and but I couldn't let people in. I didn't know how to communicate and stuff like that. I had quite a traumatic experience. This is really an honourable time of year to share. You know, Christmas time is always a very tricky time for me. You know, I had a traumatic experience when I was 14. You know, my dad died on Christmas Day, and you know, that really affected me, and you know, that really brought me into myself even more, and I just act out. You know, I couldn't let people, you know, cry. I couldn't do nothing like that. Do you know what I mean? And it just went on and on. Later teens, you know, I'd pick up with weed and alcohol and thieving with mates and stuff like that. You know, just acting out really badly, and you know, just like a lost individual, really. And yeah, I just do stuff that I shouldn't be doing, and you know, there was opportunities to get into learning and stuff like that, and I just couldn't do it. You know, I just didn't want to do it. I just thought I was owed something in this world. Yeah. So life went on like that in my 20s, and you know, everything I'd do it to extreme. You know, in my relationships with people like that, you know, I'd be possessive, obsessive, and you know, at work, when I did get a job, you know, I wouldn't know how to fit in with my work colleagues, and you know, basically, I just don't know how to fit in with life, you know, and I don't know how to, you know, just let people see inside of me, and you know, I just became a real closed book, and in every, oh dear. Right, yeah. I've got to be happy today, right. Yeah, I couldn't let no one see inside of me. I didn't even know how to look inside of me myself, you know, and it's just like, when I just be into all stuff, you know, like, and I'll do it to excess. Picked up on stuff to help me, you know, like workaholic, gambling, drinking, partying, all stuff like that. And it went on and on. And then I never really found, I was just like, throughout my 20s, just living life without a purpose, not really knowing what I want to do or anything like that. In my 30s, I was really into workaholic at that time. You know, I was just building up money and thinking that this stuff would make me feel better, and, you know, materialism and all that sort of stuff. And it never worked, you know. I was just feeling really more and more, you know, lost. And then one day in my mid-30s, you know, it was just a combination of stuff. You know, one Christmas Eve I found crack. And yeah, it's sort of, you know, I told you about my Christmas. I don't like Christmas anyway, because of my experience as a kid. You know, I found crack, and that was it. It was like, hallelujah. This is the missing link, you know. This is how I want to feel. Yeah, it sort of brought everything together, all my negative behaviours and stuff like that. And I really enjoyed the buzz, you know what I mean? That buzz, I really got off on it, got my rocks off on that. And it was, yeah, I loved it. And I started chasing that, and it was like they talk about in the fellowship about this allergy of the body, you know, like I said to you, I shouldn't do stuff that I want to do, that stuff that I shouldn't do, I want to do. And when it came to crack for me, they talk about this allergy of the body, yeah, like once I started crack, that was it. I knew very quickly that I needed to stop, yeah. But it was like that thing inside me. I'm not like a normal person where they can say, okay, this is going to be a problem, I'm going to stop now, yeah. It wasn't like that for me. I just went on and on, you know, from the get-go, and I had a lot of resources because I was working a lot, and that went very quickly. Within 9 months, you know, I was on it all the time. I wouldn't sleep. I'd be sitting in my bed, you know, after days and days a week. I didn't stop. I was sitting on my bed, just, you know, the pillow's there, and I was like, oh, I just can't put my head down. I just want to, I'm going to miss out on something. I just need to get more, do you know what I mean? It's like, and I'd be busted. And that went on for the first 9 months, and then, thank God, you know, I was that physically ill and stuff like that. I got arrested, and I went to prison. I went to prison for a few years for what I'd done as a result of, you're joking. Flipping hell, man. Right. Yeah, I went in prison for a few years, and I was in there, and all I could think, you know, they talk about that you got a time away from it, and sort of all I could think about was getting out and smoking again. You know, I knew that it caused me a lot of problems, yeah, but all I could think about was getting out and having more. It didn't matter how long I was away from it, and it talks about that it talks about that in the book of alcoholism, that, you know, it's this obsession of the mind, isn't it? Yeah, I've got this allergy. I can't stop once I start. I know, I just think about it all the time, and it's like, yeah. So, in the end, I got to a very, 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 when I came out, just carried on and on and on, years and years, you know, losing things, homelessness, violence, loneliness, despair. But in amongst that, I thought I was doing what I wanted to do. I thought I was in control. I thought I was doing this because I wanted to do it, you know, because I really did think I enjoyed it, and it was, you know, the missing link of my life. It gave me a purpose, gave me a reason to live, to do. But, you know, it wasn't true. That's what I found out once I came to the fellowship. I found out that I was in control. My addiction had the control of who I spoke to, where I went, what I saw, when I spoke, when I ate, when I changed my clothes. It had control of every aspect of my life. And plus, it was robbing me of, you know, all the spirituality. You know, my last use up, I robbed my mum, you know, and I just, you know, anything was, I would just do anything, you know, and, you know, I was just like, that's why I said, the world is a better place with me not using, you know, because all I do is just cause pain, hurt, harm, and that. And my life's not like that today, you know. Ever since I came to the fellowship, I stopped using it. It talks about, you know, it starts with abstinence, getting a sponsor, doing some stuff, going through the steps, going to any lamps, putting my recovery first, all this stuff that I learned in here, you know, my recovery first before anything else, you know, and my life, everything second place in my life will be okay. And these stuff, you know, these different things that I learned in here are really helpful to me, because my best thinking got me into that very dark, lonely place, you know. In prison, home, robbing my mum, robbing my family, robbing the community. And it was horrible, you know. And, you know, I couldn't see no way out of it, but I was offered a way out. I heard the message there. I knew that I was in, and I couldn't stand it, being here. when I first come here. I still find it difficult, you know, but, you know, that tradition 3, it says that's the first one that I grabbed onto. The only requirement for membership is, you know, I don't feel part of anything anyway, you know, I don't feel part of life, I don't feel part of the community, you know, but that one was the one that got me, you know. I can be part of this if I want to, and, you know, my life is totally flipped from that, you know. I don't think about, you know, they talk about constant thought of others, all these things, you know. I didn't think of no one else but myself in my using of my thing, you know. All these little things, you know, I just grab these little things and I try, you know, and incorporate them into my life, you know, helping others and all that, you know, and reading. I try to be joyful. The reading I've done this morning, it's about joy, being joyful, you know. Yeah, and about what I do. And most of the stuff that I need to do, yeah, believe me, right, you know, for instance, like a gratitude list, and I know it's beneficial to me, yeah, right, but my head says don't, you know, the more it's better for me, the more I don't want to do it. But simple for me is that my simple thing in my recovery is just keep turning up, yeah, regardless of what my head tells me. I just keep turning up. I was still doing meetings, you know, whenever I got a chance, you know, that willing to go to any lengths for my recovery. I still do that. I still have that attitude, you know, because, you know, my life was shit, you know, proper shit. Like this week, I've just really been open to the addictive side of how it is at Christmas, you know, seeing the people on the streets and trying to make a tenner, and people, you know, mates meeting me on Christmas Day saying, yeah, they're all right, and, you know, my eyes really been open to, you know, and how I could be, you know, if it was like that, my life was like that, but it's not. And, yeah, I read it this morning, be joyful, try and be joyful about stuff. And I read that, and then I went about my daily day today, and I bumped into this woman, and she had this badge on and it said joy. Yeah. And I was thinking to myself, is that a sign? Yeah, it is. You know, because I would never see that anyway. Even if someone was, whatever people are doing, I can't see whatever you're doing. All I need to see is, you know, like, oh, have you left your phone over there? Or, you know what I mean? It's just like, my eyes are open to different stuff today, you know, like, and, yeah, it's still a difficult time of year, but my experience of being in this fellowship is that my life's got a bit of hope today. It's not darkness stretching for miles and miles, and I don't try not to harm people, and constant, and I'll leave it there.